All right, everyone, welcome back. We're diving into something pretty cool today. You ready for this?
Absolutely. Should be fun.
So we're going to dissect this appointment blitz strategy. It's this 4-day push from the 30 Days to Sell Cars program. And as you know, this is all about packing our schedules.
Yeah, I mean, that's the goal, right?
Exactly.
Mm.
Turn those leads, those potential buyers, into actual dealership visits. Because we all know what that means.
Yeah, more metal out the door.
More cars sold. Checking.
Yeah, it's it. Gotta love that sound.
You got it. So the blitz, I see, really hinges on this idea of prioritizing the right leads. Can you expand on that a little?
Yeah, so it's not about like just hitting up every single name in your database, right?
Right.
It's laser focus. We zero in on those hottest leads.
The ones that are ready to buy now.
Exactly. Showing all the buying signals, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. So it's like separating the casual tire kickers from the serious shoppers.
You got it. That's a
Yeah.
good way to put it.
So how do we actually do that? How do we figure out who's ready to sign on the dotted line?
Your CRM, first off, even a simple spreadsheet can be a huge help, honestly.
Okay, so good old-fashioned organization.
Yeah, you got to stay organized, especially with something like this, fast-paced.
Makes sense.
It's about segmenting, right?
Segmenting.
Breaking those leads down based on, well, how engaged they are.
I like that. So basically, who's been opening our emails?
Yeah. Clicking the link.
Responding to our calls, our texts.
Exactly. Even who's checking out our stuff on social media, all that.
So those are the folks raising their hands saying, hey, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it just be easier to blast everyone with an email and see who bites?
You could, but think about it. This targeted approach, way better results.
Okay, quality over quantity.
Exactly. Your sales team's time is precious. They got to focus on the leads that are most likely to book those appointments.
And those appointments lead to sales.
Boom! There it is.
Makes total sense. And speaking of time, this whole blitz thing, it's a short burst, right? Just 4 days. Got to create some urgency there. But how do we do that without sounding too pushy?
Good question. It's a fine line for sure.
Yeah, give it careful.
You want that time sensitivity to come through, but you don't want to be aggressive,
Right.
So the key is the language you use.
Okay, give me an example.
So instead of just saying, schedule your test drive today.
And it's kind of generic.
Exactly. You want to try something like, time is running out. Got to schedule that test drive before all the slots are filled.
Oh, I see. You feel that.
Yeah, there's a little FOMO there.
A little fear of missing out.
Exactly. I like that.
Got to emphasize the scarcity. That's a ticket.
So besides that, what else can we do to create that gotta have it now feeling?
Well, think about your promotions. What are you running during the blitz?
Okay, so like a special trade-in bonus, something like that.
Or a limited time financing offer, stuff like that.
Yeah. And weave that urgency into your messaging, but do it everywhere.
Multi-channel, you're saying?
Exactly. Emails, texts, everything.
Okay, I like that.
For example, in your emails, you could say something like, our trade-in bonus is ending soon. Don't miss out on your chance to upgrade.
Boom, I like it.
Feels urgent, right?
Yeah, definitely. So we've got those high engagement leads all figured out. We're crafting these urgent messages. But how do we actually reach them effectively? Multi-channel approach seems key here.
Are you catching on?
Got to cover all the bases, right?
Absolutely. This isn't just about hitting send on a mass email.
Right.
We got to hit them from all angles.
Okay, give me those angles.
Email campaigns, definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
But also SMS messages, phone calls, even LinkedIn messages.
Whoa, even LinkedIn.
Especially if they're active on the platform, it's all about meeting them where they are.
It's like we're surrounding them with opportunity.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. But how do we make sure those messages are, tailored for each channel?
That's where having some pre-written templates can be a lifesaver, seriously.
Okay, so the source material, it's got some good examples, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's a great example of a solid SMS message.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, so it goes something like, hi, first name. This is your name from dealership name. Quick reminder, our upgrade event's wrapping up soon. Can I book your test drive for specific time?
Wow, that's good. That's a really strong SMS message. Short, sweet, personalized, and it hits on that urgency again.
See, we're hitting all the points.
Absolutely. What about email, though? What kind of templates are we looking at there?
Oh, yeah, the source material's got a great EMIS template you can tweak for your dealership.
Nice. What's it look like?
It's got a catchy subject line, something like, don't miss out, dealership name's upgrade event is ending soon.
Ooh, I like that. Creates that FOMO again.
Right. And then you lay out the key incentives.
Okay, so that trade-in bonus we talked about, any special financing,
Yep, all that good stuff.
and then, of course, a big old button to schedule that appointment. Got to make it easy for them.
Make it foolproof.
Exactly. So they can book their slot, no hassle.
What about phone calls, though? It feels like those are a whole different
Oh,
beast.
for sure. Phone calls are all about that personal touch.
Right, got to build that rapport.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And guide them towards booking that appointment.
So a good script is crucial.
Absolutely. A solid script will boost your sales team's confidence,
Yeah, make them feel prepared.
It might start with a warm intro, mention the upgrade event, see where their head's at.
Gauge that interest.
Yep, and then boom, offer a specific appointment slot.
Ooh, I like that. A concrete time.
Makes it harder to say, maybe later?
You're reading my mind. But even with the best script, some people just, I don't know, they hesitate on the phone.
That's true, but even if they don't book right then and there, it's still a valuable touch point.
Okay, so keep the dealership top of mind.
Exactly. And you can always follow up later with an email or a text. Makes sense. Keep that conversation going. So let's say we booked a bunch of appointments. We're feeling good. But what happens if people just don't show up?
That's the nightmare, right?
It is. You get all excited and then crickets.
That's where confirmations and reminders come in.
They're essential.
Oh, absolutely crucial. You're right. A booked appointment doesn't mean much if the customer's a no-show.
It's like making a reservation at a restaurant and then just not going.
Ooh, yeah, I hate when people do that.
It's the worst. The restaurant's prepped, the table's set, and then boom, you're a no-show.
So rude and such a waste.
Right. So how do we avoid that?
Well, you got to have a solid reminder strategy.
Okay, break it down for me.
All right, so the source recommends a multifaceted approach,
Head up from all sides.
Exactly. First, automated SMS and email reminders 24 hours before the appointment.
Just a little nudge.
Exactly. Keep it top of mind.
It's easy to forget, especially if you booked it a few days ago.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Then follow up with a phone call the morning of.
Okay, so that's like the final push to get him out the door.
Exactly. You can reconfirm, answer any last-minute questions, even build a bit more excitement.
Get him pumped for their new car.
You got it. And hey, if you want to streamline this whole reminder process, there are some great tools out there.
Oh, you mean like automation?
Exactly. In fact, the tools needed section actually mentions carleadsondemand.com.
Interesting. So we can let technology handle those repetitive tasks.
Exactly. Saves your team time and energy.
Speaking of tools, what else do we need to make this appointment blitz run smoothly?
Well, we already talked about a CRM or a tracking spreadsheet, right?
Yeah, good old-fashioned organization.
Can't go wrong with that.
What else?
Those pre-written templates for emails, texts, phone calls, those are essential.
Okay, yeah, they'll save a ton of time.
And ensure consistency in your messaging. Plus, you can always tweak them for each individual lead.
So we're organized, we're efficient, we're communicating effectively. Anything else we can do to make this blitz super impactful? Any secret weapons?
All right, here's where it gets interesting. The source really emphasizes the power of incentives.
Oh, incentives, like what?
Think about offering something extra, something to sweeten the deal.
So those undecided leads are like, all right, I'm in.
Exactly.
Give me some ideas.
Okay, how about a free appraisal and a $500 bonus if they bring in their trade during the blitz?
Ooh, I like that.
Or maybe partner up with a local business, offer a gift certificate for a free dinner or an oil change.
Love it. A little something extra to reward them for taking action.
Exactly.
Any other tactics dealerships can use to really boost engagement during those 4 days?
Yeah, another suggestion is to create a little friendly competition among your sales team.
Ooh, I like that. A little healthy competition.
Exactly. Maybe offer some small rewards for whoever books the most appointments, or closes the most deals.
A little prize, maybe bragging rights.
Exactly. It's all in good fun.
But what about those leads who need a little extra push,
Yeah, the ones who are still on the fence.
How do we handle those?
Persistence and a positive attitude are key with those folks.
Don't give up too easily.
Exactly. Some people need a few follow-up calls, maybe some emails before they're ready to commit. The important thing is, stay positive, be respectful, and just genuinely focus on helping them find the right vehicle.
Yeah, it's about building that relationship.
Exactly.
Sure.
And, when you combine that genuine approach with all these smart strategies we've talked about, I think this appointment blitz can really move the needle.
Oh, yeah. I think it can be a game changer.
This 4-day push, it's all about taking all that momentum you've built during the 30 days to sell cars program and turning it into, actual results.
Tangible result.
Exactly. More appointments, more people walking through the door, and ultimately,
More cars sold.
boom. That's what we like to hear.
It's like taking all that hard work and focusing it, like a laser beam.
Exactly.
So for our listeners out there who are ready to crush this blitz, let's do a quick recap. What are the key takeaways?
All right. First up, prioritize those high engagement leads.
Those are the ones who are ready to buy now.
Exactly. Second, craft your messages with that sense of urgency,
Highlight those limited time offers. Make those appointments feel exclusive.
Perfect. Third, go multi-channel. Don't just rely on email.
Hit it with the text, the phone calls, even LinkedIn.
You got it. Fourth, make booking a breeze, super easy.
Clear calls to action, specific time slots, all that good stuff.
Fifth, confirmations and reminders, they're your best friend.
Don't let those hard-earned appointments go to waste.
And finally, get creative with those incentives.
Give people a reason to choose your dealership, Stand out from the crowd.
Absolutely. And hey, don't forget about your team. A little friendly competition can work wonders.
Oh yeah, for sure. So much good stuff packed into this appointment blitz strategy. It's really exciting. But here's a question for you and for all our listeners out there. What unique incentive could you offer during this blitz? Something to really stand out in your local market.
That's a great question. I think you got to consider your target audience. What do they value? What would really motivate them to take action?
Get creative, have some fun with it.
Exactly.
We want to hear your ideas. Share them with us on social media. Use the hashtag appointment blitz.
Let's get a conversation going, help each other make this blitz the best one yet.
Absolutely. Until next time, everyone, happy selling.